My name is Gale Stoy. I'm the IT Director at Midcoast Hospital. Midcoast Hospital is a 102-bed facility that is very progressive, always bringing on new offices. We have 19 provider-based offices throughout the past year, and just a very progressive, busy hospital, very cutting edge. A couple of years ago, I realized that we had to do something different. We had a lot of feet on the ground fixing PCs, and if there was a virus in the environment, I lost a tech per day. And when you don't have a very large staff, that's a big impact. And as I learned more about virtualization, I knew it was something we needed to do. We weren't virtualized from a server perspective, nor the desktop. So we started our due diligence and started going out looking at vendors. And most vendors that would come in were really comfortable with the server virtualization, but the VDI, not so much. When GreenPages came in, they listened, they were on board with what we wanted to do. They put together a environment for us that included not only the virtual servers, the virtual desktop, the SAN, the backup, just a whole comprehensive package. And not only did they give us the package we were looking for and best fit our environment, they were able to meet our deadline. We were bringing up a new primary care office in Brunswick, probably 6 to 8 months from the time we signed the paperwork, and they were willing to work with us to make that happen. So it has just been a tremendous benefit to us, and we have realized great savings from it. We're continuing on with that virtual desktop deployment. We have added many hosts. We're up to almost 8 hosts right now, and it's just working out very, very well. And it did what I wanted it to at the end of the day. Our techs are now able to do more value-added work, and when we deploy a virtual desktop, we don't touch it. My overall relationship with GreenPages is just a very collaborative interchange. I can call them for anything that we have, whether we want to sit down and strategize about where we're going, how we need to expand the environment, or if we have new challenges, we can call GreenPages, and I do. They're the first vendor that comes to mind when we need services. What they bring to the table are a myriad of options typically. An example of a time when GreenPages went beyond our expectations was within the last 6 months, I believe it was, I had to add a new host to the environment. At that time, we realized the firmware was different than the rest of the environment, and we thought we should probably update the rest of the environment, which turned into kind of a nightmare. So we backed out as much as we could, and we called GreenPages, and we planned a day to do it on a weekend. And so everybody was on board at 7 in the morning, and we started our day figuring, by the time we get this done, it'll probably be 5 and we'll be going home. So working with GreenPages, we updated the entire environment, turned everything back on, and it still wasn't working. At the end of the day, what had to happen was the Nexus also had to be updated, which wasn't clear in the beginning. And GreenPages stayed with us. It was a 16-hour day, and they were just there for the entire event, and it was just very impressive. I absolutely continue to use GreenPages in the future. They are just a great company. They have a wide and vast amount of resources and knowledge of technologies. I would recommend GreenPages, and I do consistently. I have no qualms with that whatsoever. I just am very impressed with the company. I'm impressed with their culture and their commitment. They don't just say GreenPages is this or that. They walk the talk. It's hard to find today.